They say love is like a bleach act, more captivating than the last, and the audience never truly wishes for the curtain to fall. Watching Miemie and Yu Long together feels exactly like that, an endless performance of affection, charm, and chemistry so powerful it lingers long after the screen fades to black. Some stories are scripted, yet theirs seems to breathe beyond the frame, as if fate itself has chosen to rehearse their wedding scenes over and over, until we all start to wonder if it is still acting or, perhaps, something more. What makes this phenomenon fascinating is not simply the costumes, the settings, or even the repeated ceremonies, but the undeniable sweetness that seems to multiply each time. 20 weddings later, the magic remains unbroken, as though every glance, every smile, and every playful touch adds a new shade to their relationship's canvas. For fans, it is more than entertainment. It is a journey into a universe where laughter, love, and destiny collide. So tonight, let us walk together through their story, part comedy, part romance, part fairy tale, where every I do becomes a promise, and every scene leaves us craving for the next. Wishing you joy as we begin. Asterisk, asterisk, when ancient romance meets modern playfulness, there is a peculiar enchantment in watching two actors slip so effortlessly between centuries, as though time itself bows down to their chemistry. With Miemie and Yu Long, one moment we are transported to an ancient dynasty, veiled in flowing robes and solemn rituals, and the next, we find ourselves in a quirky modern-day ceremony where laughter spills louder than vows. This constant shift between eras is not simply a playful gimmick. It is a testament to their versatility as performers, and even more so, to the undeniable connection that threads through every version of their story. The ancient weddings are, perhaps, the most visually arresting. Picture Miemie in traditional silk gowns, her eyes shimmering with both grace and mischief. The way she lowers her gaze beneath an ornate bridal headdress could have stepped right out of a historical painting. Yet the moment Yu Long enters the frame, tall, commanding, yet tender, the air transforms. Their exchange of glances feels like poetry, unsaid promises hanging heavy in the silence, making viewers sigh as if they, too, were invited guests at the imperial court. Fans describe these moments as timeless love reborn, and indeed, they resonate with a depth that modern stories rarely capture. But before the atmosphere grows too solemn, the narrative leaps forward, sometimes centuries at once, into modern wedding parodies that dissolve all tension into laughter. Here, the pair becomes almost like mischievous best friends crashing their own ceremonies. Miemie might appear in an oversized white gown with sneakers peeking beneath, while Yu Long plays along with exaggerated seriousness, pretending to be the groom who takes vows to literally. The result is a playful chaos that feels refreshingly human. It reminds us that love is not only about the grandeur of tradition but also about the joy of shared silliness. In those moments, the audience finds themselves laughing, not at them, but with them, caught in the warmth of a bond that feels unshakably real. What is most striking is how both styles, the grandeur of ancient unions and the silliness of modern skits, manage to highlight the same truth: their compatibility. Whether cloaked in history or dressed in parody, Miemie and Yu Long never miss a beat. She knows exactly when to tilt her head, flash that knowing smile, and turn a serious scene into one dripping with sweetness. He, in turn, mirrors her energy with impeccable timing, either grounding the moment with sincerity or heightening it with comedic exaggeration. Together, they dance on the fine line between fiction and reality, creating a spectacle that leaves fans breathless. Social media has become the stage's echo chamber, where hashtags like Balzi, sweetness, overload, and Xinghal Jie perfect, match flood every comment thread. Married in every lifetime, one fan quipped after the 20th ceremony, while another joked, if they keep this up, the government might have to issue them a real marriage certificate. These playful remarks reveal something profound. The audience doesn't merely consume their content, they participate in it, adding new layers of meaning and fantasy to the love story unfolding on screen. And perhaps that is where the true magic lies. Watching them in different timelines is like tasting the same fruit in various ripeness, sweet in different ways, but always satisfying. Each ceremony is a chance to rediscover the same chemistry under a new light. The repetition never feels stale because it mirrors real relationships. Love itself is a repetition, after all. We wake up to the same partner each morning, yet each day carries its own newness, its own version of I still choose you. So whether Miemie and Yu Long are clad in embroidered robes beneath lanterns or joking around in tuxedos and veils, the essence remains unchanged. They remind us that love is not bound by time or style. It can be elegant or absurd, historical or contemporary, solemn or playful, and yet it thrives. For fans, these 20 weddings are not simply videos. When fans become the wedding guests, if the stage belongs to Yang, Miemie, and Yu Long, then the grand audience of the internet has become the congregation, internet, emotional, and endlessly vocal. With each new wedding, fans do not merely watch, they attend, they celebrate, and they bless the couple with an enthusiasm usually reserved for real-life ceremonies. It is almost as though every upload transforms the comments section into a digital banquet hall, filled with cheers, laughter, and playful debates about which version of the couple's love story feels the most authentic. Scrolling through the reactions, one can sense that fans have gone beyond the role of passive spectators. They have crowned themselves witnesses of eternal love, creating memes, fan art, and endless captions that stretch the fantasy even further. 20 times, married, and still not tired, wrote one user, while another teased, "At this rate, I'm expecting my invitation in the mail." The charm here is not only in the humor but in the sincerity behind it. People genuinely want to root for this connection, fictional or not. And isn't that the essence of entertainment? To blur the boundary between story and reality until hearts are carried away. What makes this viral phenomenon stand out is the collective joy it inspires. In an age where online discourse often tilts toward cynicism, the reaction to Yang, Miemie, and Yu Long's playful weddings feels refreshingly wholesome. Instead of critique, there is celebration. Instead of scandal, there is sweetness. The digital world, even if just for a moment, agrees on something: that watching these two exchange vows, in all their comedic and romantic variations, is pure delight. And yet, beneath the laughter, there is a subtle undertone of yearning. Fans don't only want to laugh, they want to believe. They want to believe that what they are witnessing is more than rehearsed chemistry. That maybe, somewhere behind the camera, those stolen glances and radiant smiles hint at something genuine. It is a longing as old as celebrity culture itself, the hope that on-screen magic might reflect real-life affection. This yearning is what keeps the views climbing and the hashtags alive. Every new clip feels like another chance to uncover a hidden truth, another opportunity to witness love sneaking through the cracks of performance. The viral effect, of course, multiplies this enchantment. Every platform becomes a stage extension. TikTok loops replay the funniest moments. Twitter threads dissect the most romantic gazes. Instagram reels pair their scenes with trending songs. Soon, it is not just about the original videos but the ecosystem of fan-made tributes that surround them. In this way, Yang, Miemie, and Yu Long's repeated ceremonies transform from scripted skits into a shared cultural experience, something larger than either actor could have anticipated. And perhaps the most telling sign of their impact lies in the language of the fans themselves. Phrases like Tammy Baldi, sweetness, overload, and Jinghao Jiepe, perfect match, have become digital shorthand. Expressions that encapsulate not just the couple but the feelings of the community surrounding them. These hashtags are not cold metadata, they are emotional outbursts, digital applause echoing across screens. To see them trending repeatedly is to witness the power of collective affection. A phenomenon where the joy of two fictional lovers becomes the joy of thousands. There is a beautiful irony here. While the videos themselves may parody marriage, exaggerated, playful, never to be taken too seriously, the response they generate carries the weight of sincerity. For fans, these fake weddings have become symbols of something they crave in their own lives: companionship, laughter, the sense of finding someone who matches your rhythm no matter the setting. In cheering for Yang, Miemie, and Yu Long, they are, in truth, cheering for love itself. And so, what began as a lighthearted concept, two actors marrying over and over in various styles, has evolved into something with cultural resonance. It is no longer just about the comedy or the visuals. It is about the community it built, the conversations it sparked, and the belief it reinforced, that even in a digital age, love, whether real, imagined, or somewhere in between, can still make the world stop, smile, and whisper, "I want that too."